Welcome to the Empowered Women in Gaming interview series. During these interviews, you will meet amazing women in the gaming and entertainment industries who have burst through glass ceilings, achieved remarkable accolades, and empowered other women to do the same. During this interview, I had the pleasure of speaking to Sharlazard. Shar is a Twitch streamer who was one of the first Warframe creators to co-host on the main Warframe channel alongside Digital Extremes. During our conversation, we talked about her love of video games, her passion for cosplay, the lessons she has learned in her streaming journey, and how to live with 6 cats. If you are looking to support our cause, please check out our Empowered Women merch line, the proceeds of which will be going to Women's Shelters Canada. Their link and the link to the merch are in the description. Everyone, this is the incredible Sharlazard. She is a Twitch streamer, a Warframe content creator, an incredible lady, and a cosplayer. And we're going to find out about everything that makes her so badass. Shar, how is your morning so far? What did you eat for breakfast?
I didn't eat. I was like a nervous wreck. So I have food over there waiting for after.
Oh, no.
When I get nervous, I don't eat beforehand. I indulge afterwards.
I understand
an excess amount.
What are your plans for consumption afterwards?
I have a bagel, I have coffee, I have leftovers, which is a wrap and fries. And then also, if I'm feeling like it in the afternoon, I have ice cream. So I have all the things.
Oh God, I want to come over to your house. Can I eat with you after? That's amazing. Oh man.
So it's a lot of carbs.
What kind?
A lot of carbs.
Carbs are the only solution really for any type of any emotion, joy, sadness, nervousness. Food. It's carbs. Carbs is the answer.
Just all of it.
What kind of ice cream is your ice cream of choice?
Oh, mint chocolate chip, and people always yell at me for that. They say it tastes like toothpaste, and I have to disagree.
It's my second favorite flavor of ice cream. It's so good.
Mint is so good. If it's not chocolate, it has to be chocolate with mint. It has to.
I like it when the chocolate chips are crunchy inside the mint ice cream. It's so delicious.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had the ice cream for like a month because I keep forgetting that it's there. So it's like an extra special present because now it's here.
Isn't it the best when you buy yourself treats or candy and then you hide them on yourself to protect yourself from consuming, and then you find them again? It's like a gift from the gods. Just like, damn.
Like the Oreos that are in my cabinet as well, if I want those later.
Now that you're thinking of them, you know you're going to go get those Oreos.
Yeah, they're like right there.
They're so close. Can I go eat them right now? Let's have an Oreo party. Now I don't have Oreos though, so we can't have one. Next time.
I'll have to send them. It'll be a while.
Will it? Okay. All right. Yeah. I have to. They just started making gluten-free Oreos.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and they're so good. They taste like real Oreos. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious.
That's fantabulous.
We're going to start this. We're going to kick this interview off with a great big bang, and you're going to do a Never Have I Ever. Are you ready?
Oh, God. Okay. No, but yes.
They're horrific. Like, they're not pleasant. They're from a game called...
I watch.
You bet you... I watch your stream, Lala. It's atrocious.
No. It's not. Don't you talk down about yourself.
No, but the cards are atrocious because all of them are completely unacceptable as questions, and I insist on asking them. This is the first one. Oh my God, I don't want to ask these. Oh, I thought I picked out good ones, and then I'm gonna read it out loud. Don't answer it. This is what I thought was a good card out of all the others I had. This is the option. Never have I ever put a tampon in my butt. That was what I thought was a good choice. That's not. I'm going to keep on looking. Don't answer that. That's a terrible one. I don't like it. Okay.
We can let that one live in the mystery. It's a mystery field.
That's forever will be a mystery. Okay. Never have I ever eaten crumbs off of my body or clothes that I didn't know their origin. Never have I ever eaten crumbs.
Absolutely.
Have you?
Absolutely.
That's amazing. What did you...
So late at night, like sometimes I get hungry, but like Hubbasaur is asleep. And I'm like trying to eat in the dark, and I'm like, I think this is from today. I'm gonna assume this is the meal. I was like, but it's definitely food. So like I'm not gonna die.
It could have been
styrofoam.
Exactly. It doesn't matter how stale or moldy it is. It's still good for you. It's good. It's fine.
It was good. Like It's fine. We won't think about it.
I do it almost every day. I can't help it. It's just if I do it off my couch too. If I see like a chip and I'm like, I don't know how old that chip is, but it needs to go in the garbage. And what's a better garbage than my mouth? So it clean it up.
Don't
nice
do
and
it off
fast.
my couch.
No,
just because of all the cats.
That's fair.
That's
you do
the only reason, because I don't know if they've licked it.
That's
I'm
fair.
like,
yeah.
I'll let the cats like lick like my ice cream after I'm done with it, but
Yeah.
I'm then not going to then lick the bowl that they licked.
That they've licked. No, that's
the line.
Yeah.
Like they can have my food
they just
once
can't.
I'm done.
Mm-hmm. But
not while I'm having
Not
it.
while you're having. That's fair. That's
exactly.
Good. They do lick their butts and each other's butts.
They do.
It's intimate.
And then they lick their paws, which is what they use to cover their poop.
They do. That's a fact. All right.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Never have I ever been caught tanning nude in my yard. Or another
I've never
yard.
done that.
Never caught tanning
Never
nude? No.
No, I've never done that. I live with my family and I don't want them knowing any of that. Like that's just nah. Especially once my in-laws, I'm just like nope.
Because you live with there's 6 people total in your house. You and your husband, his parents, and then his sister and husband. Sister and husband.
Yep.
Yes. So yeah, so you can't just tan nude with all those people around. That's like
no.
I'm sorry, mom-in-law.
Be like, don't come outside today. Yeah. You're not allowed in your backyard. Not today.
Today's a naked day, all right? It's a special day just for me. I love it. I love it. Me, okay, either myself or my partner have ever had a shoe fetish. Shoe fetish. I feel like this one isn't like sexual so much as like a passion for shoes. I'll start this off by saying Doc has you do. You have a serious shoe fetish. All of the shoes in our house belong to Doc. He has like 6 pairs of Adidas and he is constantly talking about how he needs a new pair of Adidas. And I'm like, but you don't even wear the Adidas you have. And he's like, that's because they're for look. They're just to sit there to look at. That's not right. That's not how that works. Do you guys have a shoe fetish?
I'm the complete opposite. I own one pair or 2 pairs of shoes and they're the exact same and they're sneakers because I wear they're the same pair because I bought them originally and I loved them.
Yeah.
And then they went on sale.
Oh no.
And it was the same exact shoe and I was like, I can have the same comfy shoes.
Yeah. Twice.
Again.
Yeah. I do that
and
with
the
shirts
other
and
pair is
pants.
still good. So if I lose that pair, I have the backup pair.
Exactly. It's
or
smart
sometimes I mix and match with the set. So I have an old one on and a new one. One on each foot.
That's
because
just
like
makes you cool.
Yeah, well, like I don't match my socks, so I was like, why should I match my shoes?
Don't match footwear. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
same thing, right?
It's you're stating your personality via your feet, and that's important.
Yeah,
that's important place. Do you and your husband have any like large collections that you're like collections of things? Like, what do you collect? Tell us.
Video games. Just pointing up there. I don't know if you can see it with how it's
like
large
shelf of video games.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that's
like
just
Switch.
my Nintendo Switch.
That's just your Nintendo collection.
I have like over.
Oh my God.
I have like over like 150, but I have games going from the Atari to the current games.
Wow.
Japanese versions, non-Japanese versions, consoles that are exclusive. I have a whole cabinet. It's like over there. It's just full.
That's incredible.
It's
What's
insane.
What is your like most prized game out of the bunch?
Mine's gonna be different than like my husband's.
That's fine.
But it's actually the one that's in my background, which is this one.
Show.
It's not gonna seem like a lot, but in my childhood, this was like my baby, and now it's worth like about $500, like opened.
Really?
And it's this game. Yeah, it's like Chibi Robo. It's this little robot that has a plug that like comes out of like a little outlet plug, and he carries it around and he charges himself and then he cleans.
That's so cute.
And then he cleans.
Shit. What is he?
And that's the whole thing.
That's all I would want it to be. Have you played
That's-
that game a lot?
I've beaten this game like 6 times. I still go back and I'm like nostalgic for it. Like let me put this in perspective. My mom didn't have the money to buy this game, but I was like, Mom, if I do this like skill in gymnastics, I was like, can I get it?
Yeah.
I worked my little butt off, and I worked for this game. It was like $40 or like $30 or something like that. Like when it came out, I was like, Mom, please. And like, they didn't make enough copies because I didn't think it was going to be popular, and because of that, now they're like super exclusive because like no one bought them. So I just have it, and I'm just like, yes, I was cool before it was cool.
You were,
and that's why it's special.
You were pre-cool. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is your husband's favorite game? Because we're gonna take a vote over who has better taste.
Oh yeah. So I don't know. I can ask him. I think he's over there.
Yell at him.
Mike, what's your favorite video game from our video game collection? If you had to pick.
He has to answer. He can't not answer. You're in the middle of a public interview. Tell him that.
Just pick one. I believe in you.
Is he refusing to participate? We will come after Mike. We'll.
What is it? What is that?
Die-Hawk? What did he say?
He's like, I don't know. I haven't played it. He's refusing. I don't know. He really likes Animal Crossing.
Okay. All right.
So
who did better?
I'm gonna go with Animal Crossing.
You're stuck with Animal Crossing now, Mike. You just tell him. Everybody.
It's Fat Princess on the PS3.
Oh, that's a good one though. Okay, he chose Fat Princess on the PS3.
Yeah, they're just listing out games now.
Okay, no, that's his final choice. That's final choice. Okay, you guys, who has a better game selection? Mike with Fat Princess on the PS3, or Shar with the absolutely adorable Chibi Robo? This is incredible. That's what. Oh, Doc has a question. Have you ever played the 3D Chibi Robo game?
The one that came on the 3DS, the Zip Flash one.
I think so. Yeah, the 3DS. Yes.
I did, and I was disappointed because it's not 3DS. The same.
It's not the same. Why isn't it the same?
The other one's like a side-scroller platformer. This is more like a story-based game. Like, it's different. It's like different the way it sets up, and like that one, I feel like I also just have too much nostalgia tied to it. That any game sequeled after, if it wasn't like the first one, is ultimately bad.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. So like you played it, but it wasn't like it didn't tickle your fancy.
Like it was fun, but I don't think it wasn't designed in like the way a Chibi Robo game. Like it didn't take place in a house with a story. It was more or less like side scroller, different mechanics. Like there was some ties to like the original, but like not enough to keep me like pulled in and really like engaged with it. Yeah. So like when I heard they were making a second one, I got really excited, and then I played it. And I'm like, this isn't Chibi Robo. This is like the character Chibi Robo in a different game. It was like if they took Chibi Robo and then put him in Smash. Like it's not the same game.
Yeah,
you know?
You're like you're excited about it, but you're not like overly. It's not the same experience.
Yeah, it's like a different situation, you know.
That's completely fair. That's so cool. That's so cool. I love that. So what are the games that keep you awake at night now?
Well, the ones that like I play, it has to be, well, like the one I have to force myself to log off is New World, because like I get into New World and I'm like, I can do this task. Oh, look, another task. Oh, look, another task.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to stop.
It's a problem. What level are you now in New World?
I think I'm like 22.
Dang, well done.
23.
You're beating me. That's awesome. It's so hard. Plus, then you have all those skills that you want to level up because it's like are you addicted to like completionists? Like you need to get it done. Yes.
100%.
Yeah. So you can't put down New World right now. Another game that you're kind of familiar with, you barely know it, Warframe. Do you know that? Have you heard of it? You've heard of it?
I have heard of Warframe.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
You guys, Sharlazard is a Warframe content creator. So if you have any Warframe related questions, now's your chance because we're talking about it right now. It's happening. Tell us about your Warframe journey. What got you into it? Where did it begin?
So actually, Lee, or her new name, Fat Siren, was like, I was looking through games to play, and Fat Siren was like, I got you this game, like, that you could try out, and we could play it together.
I bought it for
Warframe. I like, can't buy it, it's free. Ninjas play free, Lala.
Yeah, I'm a ninja.
And like I was like, oh, this looks interesting, and I started playing it, and then I just got like hooked into it. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like something about it just clicked, and I was like, this is the game. And I just got so indulged in it. Like I wanted to know all the things, and then like I found Ember, and I was like, I never need another frame in my life. I was like, this is it.
Yeah. Is she still your
like,
favorite frame?
Oh, absolutely. She has a shrine in my ship.
She really? It's because she's the best. She truly is. How many fashions have you done for her? Did you buy additional fashion slots? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I'm not the only one who does that terrible purchase decision. Good. That's good.
I've made a few ones. So I have like a pink purple one that I'm really proud of. I have one that I made her look like Groot.
You have like, a Groot Avengers? Ember?
Yeah, she looks like Groot.
Cool. I need to see her.
I'll send it to you. Okay, I don't think I have any screenshots of it, but it's pretty flippin' adorable.
I need to experience this.
And then I have like her Halloween spooky one that I keep all year round. And then I have like my original fashion that like I ever did. Like I will never change it. It's like the OG.
Is it the OG Ember? Yeah.
It's like, it's not even like that great, but like it's special and sentimental.
You can't let it go. I have a Cora one like that. I don't like it. I literally will never use it, but it's there. I keep it forever and ever.
Yeah, like it's like I don't ever use it, but like it's my first fashion. It's like in the A slot, and it like lives there.
Randy wants to know. Well, Randy didn't ask. He didn't ask this, but I want to know. Are you basically burning Groot?
No, it was just a meanie because I was like, think about it. The skin could really look like Groot.
Yeah,
right.
On fire. But
like, it doesn't make sense because Groot is a tree.
It's a tree.
A tree's burn.
Trees do burn. It's kind of cruel, but at the same time funny. I like it.
The skin just like screamed. Like I was like, this just looks like Groot, and I was like, I have to go with it. And I just, as I kept adding more attachments, I was like, this literally does look like Groot. Like if I showed this to somebody and been like, this is a character, who would you think it would look like? And like people were like, I see Groot, and I was like, yes.
Yep. So you found Warframe, you found Ember, you fell in love, and then you. How long since you began playing Warframe until you made it to content creator?
I want to say it was about a year. I think it was about a year. I want to say.
How did it feel? Like, what was that journey like?
I was shooketh, honestly, because like I had known about the partner program, because that was the old program, and I was like, maybe I can make that follower goal, and it was something I was trying for, and then they got rid of it, and I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, that's fine, like I still love the game, I'm still gonna stream it whether or not like I have an affiliate partnership with DE, and then they announced the new creator and the requirements I already had, and I was like. I was like, flip it.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do it. Like I have my friends supporting me, like my really close friends who, some of them are now also in the content creator program as well. Like I was like, should I apply? And they were like, yeah, do it. And I did it, not expecting to get in because there was all the old partners that like, I was like, they're going to be in the first round. They're going to get in. Like those are going to be the ones. And then someone told me, they were like, your name is on the thing. Like, you got it. And I was
First
like,
round.
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I didn't.
Isn't it crazy?
And I go and I'm like, that's my logo. And I was like, wait a second. I was like, looking through my emails. I'm like, no. And I'm sitting there like crying because I'm an emotional wreck. And I was like, no way. And then like I started streaming. I was like, well, I can't say anything because I don't know if it's official and I don't want to get in trouble. Like I just got into this like first partnership with a game. I was like, I can't do that. And so like the official Warframe channel drops by and they're like, hey, and I was like, that's Warframe. I was like, oh my God. I was like freaking out, and they were like they had like made the announcement like, yeah, and I was like, I can put it in my title. I was like, let's go.
That's
and
so
it was
exciting.
just like, it was such like a surreal moment though, because I was like, freaking out because I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just like insane.
That's incredible. And it was first round creator program. That's really awesome. Truly. And
Yeah,
you
like,
got yourself a global
I wasn't
glimpse.
expecting.
No. I know. Yeah. It's awesome though. It was so well deserved. It was perfectly timed. And you
I
got
was scared.
were you? What was your first raid experience? Now you had some pretty big moments with Warframe. Of course, you've been raided, but you also hosted Warframe Live, one of the few creators that have done that during a big event. What was it? It was a charity event, right?
Yeah,
Tell
it was
us about
Covenant
that.
House.
Tell us all
It was
about
Covenant House with Taylor, and that was just. I got that email and I had to do like a double, triple, like quadruple check like on that email. I was like, no, they didn't. No, yeah, no. Like I was like, no way, that's real. Like I like looked at it and I was like, that's not real. And I had to like tell my friends. I was like, is that real? Like. I have to do it, right? I was like, I mean, like, I don't have to, but like, I have to,
You
right?
have
But like,
to.
I'm like freaking out.
Yeah.
And like, it was like really honoring. And like, I finally like emailed back and like Taylor like freaked out. She's like, yay, I'm so excited you said yes. I was like, why wouldn't I say yes?
Yeah,
First of all, I love you. And second of all, like, this is insane. Like, it was a really humbling thing. I was like, it was nothing like I applied to, like I never asked for anything, like I just was just excited to like be a part of it. I just felt so humbling that like out of all of the amazing content creators for Warframe that are out there, like because there's a million, there's like so many good ones in the creator program or not. I was like, and I was chosen for that, and I was like
pretty
shook
badass.
It was really humbling.
So badass. What was that experience like going on? Like, how did you feel right before? Because I think I would shit my pants. And then what was it like?
It was so nervous. So we were sitting in like a call like beforehand for like an hour. It was just like getting ready. Yeah. And I was like, I need like an hour to just sit in here
just
with
to
you
be
guys
prepared.
and just freak out. Like, and I was just like, I'm ready. I got this. I was like, just be confident. But I was so nervous. Like, I felt like I wasn't like 100% myself because like I was like, I felt like I like wear a lot of like my emotions on my sleeve. And like, I felt like I put a lot of weight on my own shoulder because I was like, first of all, this is a lot of people. Second of all, it's a charity. So I want to do really well. Like, I want to be able to raise a lot of money. And I was like, third of all, like, I felt like it was like a first time for them doing something like this. So I was pioneering something like in the way. Yeah. I was like, if they're doing this with me, like there's opportunities for other people. And I didn't want to mess that up. Yeah. I wanted to make it so like other people could have that same opportunity later on. Like I wanted to make DE like proud, not to mention like I know Rebecca was in chat as well. And like I wanted to just like make everybody like proud and like also like I was nervous with like all the people watching. Like it's different when it's a raid. Like raids are scary enough when it's a lot of people. Yeah. But you know a lot of those people are gonna drop off. Right. Like a lot of them are just there for drops. No. Yeah. When it's the official Warframe channel, like they stay. There. Yeah. They watch.
They are there.
And it's like it's different like that way because they're expecting like these people that like they watch on a normal basis, and when you're the new person, I feel like they come in with a lot of, even if it's like not intentional, like bias, and they're like, this is what these people are normally act and do and say on stream, right? And if you don't live up to like that expectation, like I feel like in their head they've already like written you off. And like I didn't want them to write like me off and not give to the charity because of that. Yeah, and so I went in super nervous, and those were all the thoughts that went in my head. A lot of them I know probably like over the top, and like maybe I didn't need to think that way, and probably still didn't. No, and probably wouldn't have been as nervous. But that's fabulous. Like what I went in with.
Absolutely. Well, it's such a massive thing. Early in your career, I can only imagine it would be no,
Yeah.
no matter where you are in your career. That's an incredible opportunity that everybody I think would be shaking in their boots to leading up to. Like that's really, and you rocked it. You rocked it. You didn't come across as nervous. You killed it.
I felt really nervous when I was up there. I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta read chat. I gotta take care of like donations. I was like freaking out. I was like, ah.
Did you guys do gameplay that day, or was it just a just chatting stream?
It was gameplay. So we
Yeah.
were playing. We did. It was around the time that Sevagoth came out. So I was helping Taylor get her Sevagoth.
Nice.
So I
That's
was
awesome.
like super nervous, but we were playing on PC. So I was trying to gameplay, read the chat, which moved ridiculously fast. Like
Yeah.
holy crapsolas.
Yeah.
And then not only do that, but I felt like I wanted to make the interaction between like Taylor and I like really good and entertaining.
Yes.
So people would stick around and donate and do the
Yes.
things.
That's
So
awesome. That's so great. Now, were you, I don't know, how do I phrase this? Were there any trolls or anything that came out of that experience, whether positive or negative, as you moved forward in your stream?
So one thing really hit with me, and I tried to like brush it off, but I'm that person that still holds on to stuff, even if it's like something I push way back, it still always carries with me. I was trying to read chat, and my brain, out of all the messages, picked up on one.
Of course.
I don't remember who said it. It doesn't matter like who said it, but it came across, and they were like, "Wow, she's really boring and doesn't fit the aesthetic of what DE is, like these streams." I was like, she shouldn't ever be on the channel again. And for whatever reason, that was the message that stuck with me. And I was like, and there were so many positives. There were so many positives.
It's true.
And I was like, it's one person. Like, you gotta remember, no matter what you're doing, there's always gonna be like people out there that just don't vibe with what you're giving out. And like, no matter how much it hurts, like, it's just the reality of it. And I think that built me for the better going forward, though, because it made me realize that the aesthetic that, like, I put out or other streamers put out are all going to be different.
Yeah.
It just is what, like that specific people, like, are going to vibe with and what your little family is surrounded about. Like, streamers are all going to have different aesthetics and what audience they attract based off that. Yeah. And I was like, just because that one person didn't, doesn't mean that all of the other comments that were positive and like saying that I did a good job, like, that doesn't devalue.
No, it doesn't.
At all.
It doesn't. The negativity always sticks with us, but I think it's like a massive hill to overcome. When we interviewed DE Megan, she said the same thing. Like, at the beginning of it, she was getting all this negative and all of this hate, and it was so difficult. It was so difficult to like put that in its place and move forward. So it makes sense that one negative comment, it can hurt. It can hurt really bad. And we hyper focus on the negative because we like to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah, like I will like psychoanalyze like my streams afterwards, and like I've had to like turn off every single number.
Yeah.
Because if I see it, like, it just bugs me, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? And I'm like, nothing. Like, that viewer count means nothing. Like, you know, if that person maybe has to go do like a life thing, like, you know, like, especially when you stream for like longer periods of time, like, no one is expected to be there for the whole time. But like, it's something that took years of me realizing and like streaming and working on across all my social medias. And I'm like, it's part of, unfortunately, like, the job. Like, you know, it takes a super thick skin. Like, you gotta just brush it off, move on, pick your head up, and be like, that was one person. There's hundreds, thousands other people that are gonna love you and appreciate you for who you are. Don't let that one person get you down.
Bring you down. Exactly. I love that attitude. So I want to talk about your journey in streaming. And then lead up to some of the challenges and barriers that you faced along the way. So first, to start, where did it all begin? What prompted you to start streaming?
So weirdly enough, like, I didn't start streaming video games. I streamed my
no.
cosplay creation.
Did you? Oh, I can't wait to talk about that more. So excited.
So I watched this cosplayer on YouTube. I learned a lot from them, and she was amazing. But she said, "Oh yeah, I stream on Twitch," and so I started watching in the creative category, and I started looking through like cosplay streamers, and they were super fun to watch. I learned a bunch, and I was like, I don't do like that cool stuff, but I do different stuff that I can like do to make my cosplays. And so I started while I was in college streaming. So I got my laptop, like it was a bad quality laptop that was like I think I had like an Acer at the time. It wasn't even a gaming laptop. And I got the web camera that was like in it to like point at my face, and then I got an external one to point it at my hands for what I was doing.
That's awesome.
And like that's how it started. I just started chatting. Yeah. And I did it not wanting to do like it full time or anything like that. Like I just started it and was just like, I'm just gonna do it for funsies when I do cosplays for conventions, because the big one that I went to was Anime Boston. Hi, Kitten.
Kitties! They're the best guests. They're just the best. They look just like my boys. Oh my god. Your kitties look like my kitties. You want to see my butt? I got one. You want to see it? She's a gray tabby. Yeah? Yeah,
she's our little rescue one.
Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god, look at her face. That's so cute. It's adorable.
She is. She's always knows when to hop up on my keyboard.
Opportune moments.
Right?
So you were streaming cosplay, and you never intended to go full time. You just wanted to do it when you were having fun, going to conventions.
Yeah.
So what changed?
So that started back in like 2011. So this was way back. I've been streaming for a hot minute.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I did it like intermittently. And then I kind of stopped for like a year-ish, year and a half, because I met Hubasaur. I met Mike. So we ended up I ended up spending my summers where he was, which was across the United States, like literally Maine to Washington, just as far as we could get across from each other.
Yeah.
So I would go and spend time there. So I wasn't really streaming because I was over there. And then any time in between, it was like maybe a stream here or there. And then we ended up getting married and moving, and I started streaming more. It was more cosplay, but also like, excuse me, I got a PC and I was trying to like PC like game stream, and it wasn't like 100% working, but like it was kind of, because like again, the PC wasn't great. It was like a Walmart PC. And I got more into it, and I was like, I really like playing games on stream. So I figured out how to hook my Xbox up through a game capture card to the bad PC to make it so the PC wasn't like 100% breaking. Yeah. And I did that for a while, and I was really enjoying it, and I was playing Overwatch a lot because that was like my game. Like I really liked it. But I wasn't really like growing with that, and so like I tried to like variety branch out. Like I had my Nintendo Switch, so I was playing some Switch games. And that sort of started taking off, and that's when I got affiliate. So it technically took me like 3 years to get affiliate, technically. Within like that time frame. To get those average 3 viewers, because I had all the follows. I just didn't stream enough to get the average concurrent like viewership. And then I started playing like different games, and I started joining like the Facebook groups, and I started like trying to network and grow. And I started making a bunch of friends who are now like bigger streamers that have popped off, which is just exciting to see them do that. And my stream started to gradually grow, and then I was getting like 10 to 15 averages, which felt really nice, because I was like small streamer streaming to like 1 or 2 people, like me and Commander Root all day.
Commander is the best viewer on Twitch. Like, he is
Best
committed to everybody. Love you,
He's
Commander.
always
Root.
there.
Yeah.
Always there.
I always feel supported and loved. He is so
So
loyal. He's
loyal.
so loyal. So when did it start picking up for you?
So it was around when Fat Siren had told me to like really start playing Warframe.
Mhm.
And it was, I had taken like a week off from work
Mhm.
just to try streaming like for a full week.
Yeah.
See what would happen.
Yeah.
Because I really hated my job.
Yeah.
And I took that full week off. I streamed a bunch of different things. I streamed like Sims. I streamed an Overwatch day. I don't remember like the other games as well, but I remember the Sims.
Yeah.
And then I tried Warframe, and I got a bunch of follows like when I started playing Warframe. Like it just like, I don't know what happened. And then I was like, I really like this game. And so like I kept playing it because I was like, it's really grindy. Like I had to wait for things in the Foundry. I was like, well, I guess I should play it again so I can go get those weapons.
Mhm.
And then it just kept going and going and going. And like I like to like hyper focus and like gather things and like collect all the things. Like if you see my Warframe arsenal, it becomes blatantly apparent with how many weapons I have. I
You
just
are a
keep them, even if
collector.
I never
Yeah.
use them.
It's like, I pay for those slots all day.
I'll be like, I'll keep them. I'll never use this weapon. Maybe once, but I have it.
I need it
forever.
I need 'em. Yeah, all of those things need to be unlocked. I cannot have a lock symbol in my arsenal. I understand.
Exactly. I'd be
I
like,
understand that
have to
feeling.
have it.
You do. You just have to.
And then it just kept going with there. And I was like, after that week, I was like, I really like this. Like, I'm going to keep doing this. And like, I kept playing like different games because I do like to do variety. I do like to like branch out and play different games.
Yeah.
Because video games are fun. I've been playing them since like I was introduced to them. Like, I was like a little older. I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And it just kind of kept going. And then I had the really unfortunate experience of being kind of bullied out of my job.
Oh, really? That was recent.
Yeah.
Then.
It was recent.
I'm sorry.
It was like a little after I had made a content creator.
Mhm.
I kind of got like bullied out of my job. I felt like there was a person there who was pretending to be my friend but wasn't really my friend.
Oh, I love those people. My favorite.
Yeah, and so instead of coming back after a vacation to work, I told them that that was my 2 weeks.
Good for
And
you.
I didn't come back. And I
Fuck 'em.
took the leap, and like I talked to my husband. I was like, what would you think about trying it full time? If it doesn't work out, like, you know, I can go back and try to find work. And it's been like not the greatest, but it's been sustainable enough to like try.
Yeah.
And we've been going with that because his job, we don't know where it's going to take him. So the best thing for me to do now is to do something that doesn't really have me
Exactly.
tied down anywhere.
You're transportable now.
Exactly.
Which is great.
Exactly. We can go wherever.
Yeah. That's so good.
So it's more like he can focus on finding his dream job, and then hopefully my dream job, which is this, can keep panning out. And worst case scenario, I have like my degree to fall back on. Which
So
I would love to use, but it's very difficult to get a job for.
what's your degree in?
So my degree is in ocean studies and marine affairs. So it's basically
Cool.
marine bio, but the policy side of it. So
Okay.
making sure that people are doing what they're supposed to
Okay.
and not polluting our oceans.
That's such an important degree to have. That's so cool.
Yeah, and then I have the minor in education as well. So I'm like a three classes away and like student teaching from being a teacher.
Have you ever considered it? I guess not now.
I
Now you're
have.
a streamer, but in the past.
Yeah. It was a consideration going back for my master's. But it's just not, I don't know if it's something that I want to do like right now, but it's something I could always go back and do, which would turn me out to be like my mom, which is not a bad thing. But because my mom started her own business.
Did she?
And then she went back to school and got her degree for teaching and is now a teacher, and she teaches special education.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome. You could
So,
teach
like,
science.
it would be- Yeah, well, it's something that I definitely would possibly do. It would be easier for me to get into being a high school teacher than in elementary, because elementary you have a few more requirements that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So there's different requirements for whether you're elementary, middle, or high school.
So was your previous job in marine biology or marine science?
No, it was retail.
Oh, okay.
It was retail. Yeah.
So you weren't really doing what your passion anyway. It wasn't like it wasn't a loss.
No, it was more or less like, I'm getting paid right now for health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're gonna bully me, I'm not gonna allow you to like bully my life.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna scoot on out as long as I have like a thing. And it wasn't an easy decision to make.
No.
It was more or less like, I wanted to make sure I had the support of like my family and like my husband and everybody around me. I was like, I don't want to do this, but I feel sort of like if I don't, I'm kind of like letting them step on me, and I just don't like want that. I just want to be able to be like, no, I'm standing my ground. That's messed up. Don't take advantage of me like that. Yes. So I kind of like put my foot down. I was like, this is my 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's surprising the number of people who start streaming because they had a terrible experience in their real life job, who are just like, that's enough. I need to work for myself. I need to do what I'm passionate about. So good for you, because it's an incredible leap, and it's a hard thing to make that choice. And like, to me, that's one of the biggest barriers to streaming, and for women in streaming, is actually taking the leap to full time. And you've done it now. You've been full time for almost a year, right?
Yeah, just about almost a year. And it's been scary. Like, it's definitely been hard, but it's something that I'm passionate about, and I really enjoy it. And me and my husband had a really like serious talk, and it was like, you know, like, if it's something you really want, like, you're gonna put in the work, you're gonna do those things you don't want to do, you're gonna do like the parts of it that are not fun, that are sitting there and like maybe make you like freak out and like internalize like, oh my god, like I'm so scared right now. But like, you're gonna do those, and you're gonna take those leaps because it's something you really want. Yeah. You're just gonna like go for it.
Take the risks. Yeah. When you make it your own business. So you're on this incredible path now. You're Warframe creator, you're a full-time content creator. And your name is the last question that we haven't got to. Where did Sharlazard come from? Where did it emerge, and where is it going? The Sharlazard brand.
So fun story. This is actually one of my favorite stories.
Yep.
So before I dated Mike, there was another guy.
Yeah.
And I was just friends with Mike. Platonic, 100%. We met on Xbox. We were Xbox friends. We were those people in like a party of like 5 people, and we just played games together.
Yeah.
And we were talking one day about Pokemon. And I was like, oh, if you could be any Pokemon, who would you be? I was like Charizard. Like,
yeah.
But like, what would my name be? Like, if I was a Pokemon?
Yeah.
Like, because I've always loved like the fire types. Like, I love Charmander. It's been my starter.
Yeah.
Since like I started like the series, anytime I could have it, like it's in my party. And Mike was like, Sharlazard. Like, you would be Sharlazard. But he spelt it weird. He spelt it like Sharlazard, and I was like, I'm not gonna brand myself like Sharlazard.
Yeah, like lizards aren't my thing.
Because like it is Charizard is how it is. But like with the L in my name, like it could either be Charizard or it could have been like Sharlazard. Yeah. So I spelt it like with the A.
Yeah.
Instead of the lizard.
It's smart. It's perfect. Okay, Vampy says don't let her lie. Her PSN name is I love cat 69420. So why didn't you choose that as your stream name? Obviously, it would have been more successful.
I don't think it's brandable.
Really? I mean, Vampy's done it with vampires and sloths. It's all possible. So
I think it's not as brand friendly.
Did you in 2011? Did you start as Sharlazard, or did that emerge throughout your journey?
I don't think that was my name. I think I was, I made a computer pun.
Yeah.
With my name.
What was it?
I was Linux.
Yay!
Like Linux operating.
Yes.
So, but I was like, no one gets it. Yeah. So I changed it on everything, and I took Sharlazard. That's incredible. Every time I have like a game or anything, it's Sharlazard.
Yeah.
Like that's the name.
do you people expect that you play Pokemon because you're Sharlazard? Do you get the people come in and are like, why are you playing Warframe? This isn't Pokemon.
No, because I don't really play Pokemon on stream. Because like when I play like Pokemon on stream, it's mostly like I'm playing Pokemon, and then like, especially in the newer games, there's just a lot of like talking scenes, and I get very impatient in Pokemon, so I just skip through the cutscenes, and I know that triggers people, so I don't do it on stream. Because I'm just like, stop talking, I want to get to the part where I battle.
Yeah, it's all about the fighting. I feel that way.
I want to fight them. So I just like skip through.
That's awesome. So now you are Sharlazard, and this is your name. Like, you might as well just change it on your driver's license, because people will never call you anything else. That's what you are for life.
Yep.
What is it? So how has your brand evolved? Like, how do you feel about it? How do you embody Sharlazard?
That is an interesting question. I don't know. I like to think like personality is like on stream is like very like cutesy, like bubbly, like that's very much like my brand and personality. But like I also, when I need to put my foot down, like I will. Like I'll be like, like listen, that's not okay here. We don't do that. And I was like, don't do that.
Sweet. So you are like the cute cuddly Pokemon that packs a punch.
Yeah, I like to think that I am, and if not, definitely my mods do it for me, and they're like, "Char, no, let me snack."
So when I met you, you didn't have blue hair, and I've seen an evolution of hair color. Tell, is that a chat challenge, or is this like a preference, or how did it come about?
So I wanted to dye my hair for a very long time, and I made it a sub goal, and then it happened, and I haven't gone back since.
Was it blue when the sub goal was blue?
No, it was pink.
Was it pink? I remember it. I remember pink.
Yeah, no, it was purple first, and then it was pink.
Purple, pink, and now blue.
Purple, pink, blue. This was technically teal, but it's like fading to like a blue because it's like blue-green.
I remember.
So it's been like blue twice. Yeah, so it's been like this color now twice. But I really like this hair color. So like I'm kind of sticking with it.
Yeah, you rock it. It looks so good. So do you foresee yourself forever being blue? Abadee-dabba-die.
I want to, and I would love to like keep it this color, but as long as I'm streaming, like yes, I will have probably colored hair forever.
Yeah.
I'm always like, I don't think it should make a difference, but I know some companies will be like, if I ever do like go back to like the working world. I don't know if they will. I'm still risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. Like, you know.
I hope that you become a grandma with blue hair. Because I think that
I hope I do
that's
too.
the epitome of making it, you know? Like when you can rock that, whatever you want as a grandma, you're winning. I want to see that.
I just want like
Charlotte.
I want to be able to like have kids, like, and then have the kids be like, yeah, that's my mom. She has blue hair. I want to be the cool mom.
Exactly. Yeah. You're like, my mom's the mom with the blue hair. You can't miss her. She's the best. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love it. I love the blue hair. I think you should keep rocking it. It looks really, really good.
I like it too. Like I probably dye it like that dark teal again because like I like the color that it fades to. So I have to wash my hair a lot because I have really thin hair, so it gets oily really fast.
So you have
that's the downside with the color.
You have to keep on like redoing it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is the downside.
It is. It is. Color is a lot of work. That's true. You have an incredible community that you've built around you. They're super fun. They're super bubbly. They're like they embody you so well. And one of the things they love to do is celebrate your birthday every single day. So the question from the chat right now is, how does it feel to be so adored that people celebrate your birth every day? How does that feel?
Becomes like pretty much a meal. Like it's not my birthday. They're like, but it is. And then to the point where it becomes like I'll go to someone else's stream and they'll be like, oh my gosh, is it your birthday? And I'm like, no, it's not. Don't believe them.
Yeah. No, it's real. I was trapped in that trap, and now I forever believe that it's your birthday and I can't go back. I'm convinced. It's always. So how did it happen? How did this come about? Like, it's such a meme now. Everybody in every community that knows Sharlazard knows that it's your birthday every day.
Oh. Couldn't hear you for a second. But it came about from Can of Craig started it. Apparently,
what a rebel.
He started it with like a few of like the other streamers that like he watched, and then something about it, my chat just like grabbed onto it, and they were like, yes, this is a thing. So it all stems back to him.
He's such a troublemaker, that guy. He's good.
But we love him though.
We
He's sweet. But yeah, that's kind of how it worked. Like that's kind of like his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's like the friendly sort of troll, which like I love, because I'd rather you be like a friendly troll than like a mean troll. Mm-hmm. And like it just kind of hooked and grabbed and like just clawed in on it, and I was like, I guess this is it now.
This is forever my birthday. Did people actually celebrate your birthday, or did they forget it?
They did. I made good. Like a subathon like birthday like event that we had a little while ago. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is like my actual birthday. Like this one right here. Yeah. This is the Not
real
the
day, guys. This is the day where you can legitimately celebrate, please. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. This is the one day you can say it and you mean it.
Yeah. Yes. Please mean it today. So what have you experienced along this journey? It's been a long one. So apart from being bullied in your original place of work, have you experienced many barriers or challenges or obstacles for you in pursuing your streaming career?
Oh, absolutely. Like, one of the biggest things that I have trouble with is like task management, like overload. Yeah. Is I tend to look at the big picture and then it branches off into a million tasks and I get overwhelmed and frustrated super easily. So I've had to recently sit down and talk to myself. I'm like, what is an easy, manageable goal, and give myself a reward at the end that I can like achieve for. So like my one for this month is posting on all my social medias at least once per day. And if I do that, I said that I could spend and splurge some of my money to get a new microphone because it's something I've really wanted. Yeah. And I feel like if I just buy it for myself, which I could right now, without actually putting in a little bit extra work that I want to do, because I feel like I don't work hard enough, like sometimes, because I feel like that's like another barrier I put in front of myself is like, you need to work harder, you need to work harder. Yeah, because I always can do without like, I guess, like blocking out other aspects of my life that need like spaces in it, like cleaning and spending time with my husband and spending time with family and family celebrations and traveling like 5 hours to see like my family at home. So like it's a lot of like that balance that I have trouble with, and that's probably the biggest one that I have right now.
That's fair.
Is like finding all of that balance and not getting overwhelmed. Yeah. I have to take it piece by piece because I tend to see the big picture instead of the small, like, what's the task right in front of me I could do now? Yes. Yeah. Without getting overwhelmed, stress myself out, and inherently frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah. It's especially true in streaming because there's always something you could be doing. And to narrow it down and make choices and then not get overwhelmed is a challenging task. It's not easy. Like organization and time management, which you don't typically associate with gamers, is absolutely a must when you're a streamer. It's tough
because you have like the times that you want to set for stream. You have times that you want to set for offline content, which whatever that may be, like YouTube shorts, a full YouTube video, TikToks, Instagram, Twitter, whatever else like you have that you want to post on, all can be super overwhelming, especially if you have that creative block. Yeah. Because you're like, I know I want to post a video. Yeah. But I have no idea what to post on a video. Yeah. Like probably the biggest struggle for me right now is like my YouTube and figuring out where I fit into the YouTube world. I know where I fit in the streaming world. I don't know where I fit in the YouTube world yet. Like, what do I want to post? Like, where do I want to start that journey? And it's been really difficult.
It is. And it is. Yeah.
And it's just like, that's probably like the biggest struggle right now. Because I have so many ideas, but I'm like, is that what I want to do though? And it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Because you want to make it something different. So they come to your other social medias, but you also want to make it similar enough that they also come to the other social medias. Yeah.
It's so true. So what have you been, now YouTube, you have a YouTube presence. You guys make sure that you check her out, please, !guest. What have you been putting up on YouTube?
So I haven't been putting much up on there because, like I said, I'm like kind of like roadblocked
yeah.
as to where I want to be. I
Yes.
think my last like big video, like I've been like playing around with the idea of like reviews. So I have like an Orphix Venom review up there was like one
Ooh.
of the recent ones. I have like some DBD like meme gameplay up there.
That's
So like
fun.
I've been sort of like fiddling around with like what I want to do, but I can't seem to like grasp onto something that like I'm really passionate about and can have multiple ideas about. And I feel like
that.
that's the issue is I don't know where to like start. I feel like
It's-
once
yeah.
I start, it's going to be easy. It's just getting through the door
It is.
is the difficult part.
Take the time to experiment, though. Like, truly building a YouTube is a challenge. I'm in the exact same position as you right now. And what I've learned is that trying different things, experimenting, and like getting outside your comfort zone a little bit is really helpful in trying to figure out where you want to land with it. Even if you have a bunch of flops, and even if you don't end up posting them, it's helpful to figure out what you enjoy, and what your people enjoy too.
Yeah, it's like it's difficult because you're like, I could just post like clip montages. That's what
Yeah.
everyone always like
That's what I do.
suggests, but it's like that doesn't pull in new audience. That's
No,
for your current
It
audience.
is.
Like
It's true. Yeah.
you want to make a presence that can stand on its own. And that's hard because you're like, it's like starting streaming all over again.
Yeah.
But on a different platform. And you're just like, I don't know who like how to do this. Like it's
So much
all
work.
new.
It truly is. Yeah, it's a lot of work. One platform that you have built a presence in, and one thing that you know very well is your cosplay. And I'm gonna just flip us over there now because I want to talk about this incredibleness. Give me a sec. I have to just capture it. There it is. So this incredible website, exclamation mark, yes, you guys can see it. It's her. Wait, did we put? I don't think we actually included your Facebook on there. You guys, Facebook/Sharlazard Love Cosplay. Sharlazard Love Cosplay. Here we are on Facebook. So tell us about your cosplay adventures. Where did it begin? Where is it? Tell us everything. I'll scroll wherever you need me to scroll.
So it kind of started as like I didn't know like about Twitter before like I had made this, and I just started like I need to post on like social media like somewhere, and so like I started with Facebook, and it was something I just really sort of played around with. My very first cosplays that I ever did were cosplays that I bought. And I was like, I could make these like myself, and I feel like I could expand upon that and like making them. So like the one that you're on there is like my most recent one. So I cosplayed as Mimikyu. So I made like a human-ish version of Mimikyu, and that was at Anime Boston before COVID. So I haven't gone to conventions in like 2 years. It hurts my soul. But I've also done Rosalina, so I made the Rosalina dress as well, which should be on there in a few photos as well.
Oh, it's all on your Instagram too, isn't it? Is all of this stuff on your Insta?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, a lot of this is on Insta too, so that's just me being dumb. But
I love that. I love this.
I took the headpiece out because I was like, I'm dying.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
But like a lot of this was like pulls in from like stuff that I had done for like Twitch streams that I had made, and I was just like working on a bunch of stuff and just different cosplays that I've made. And like posted from conventions. So I just took a bunch of photos and was like, I'm just gonna start posting stuff.
I love it. Oh my god, you pretty princess. That's Daisy, right? You were Daisy?
That's
no,
Rosalina.
Rosalina.
Yeah, so Rosalina and Luma. And I took that Luma plushie and I threw it at my friends.
Good. That's good. I think I'm gonna quickly hop over here to Sharlazard. There you are. So I'm gonna pull up your Instagram here. I wanna see your Insta. Here we go. All right, here's the good stuff now, you guys. I'm gonna get up close and personal. It's cut off, which I apologize for, but any pictures you see that you want me to click on to highlight, we're gonna do that.
A lot of them have just been makeup recently.
Yeah.
The ones further back should be because I've been doing like a lot of makeup stuff recently.
I love that. Have you ever considered a streaming beauty and art?
I've done a few of them, like when I like get ready for like stream. But like clearly like I'm not like a professional. So like I sometimes get worried about that because I'm like, I know I'm doing this wrong. Always like, but I'm confident with doing it wrong.
Yes, I'm confidently doing this poorly, and I'm kicking butt.
And I'm proud of it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys are too. Oh, there's your stream setup. That's what Char's sitting. That's where she is right now, you guys. You're seeing it from a different angle. I love your chair. That is so great.
I weirdly have a mannequin head there. Don't mind me.
That's when you and your kitties. Okay, we're gonna get to the cosplay. We're gonna get there. We're
It's way back there because like I said, I couldn't cosplay for like 2 years.
What? So yeah, what happened there?
So I didn't cosplay for like 2 years because like it just like I just don't have the space for it. Like you can kind of see like my desk that's like over there, like it's just crowded. Like I just don't have like the space. When you live with so many people, it's very difficult, especially when you're making like a dress like as intense as Rosalina's was. Like her petticoat alone was, I think, around 100 yards of like tulle.
Did you make this? Did you sew it yourself? The dress?
Yeah, that's all. That's all sewn.
Oh my god! But wow, you are talented.
That's all handmade. So the crown I made, the little star in the front is all handmade. The plushie is made. Like I made all of it.
You
like,
did all of it.
Handmade.
Wow, Shar, that's incredible. And you went to a convention as Rosalina, correct?
Yep.
Is there more? Oh my gosh! Wow, dang. So was it like a convention that you were attending, or were you there as like a speaker or guest or?
So I was just attending. It's Anime Boston. I go there like every year. And I really do enjoy it. It's like a pretty big convention. There's so many amazing cosplayers. I've made like a bunch of friends throughout it. Like I usually bring like business cards and stuff every year. And it's a really good way to just like make friends. I'm like, if you took a photo, like send it to me, like I'll post it. And so I usually take like a few photos. There's lots of pretty spots. It's taken like it's like almost in like the center of Boston is like where the convention is. I don't know if they're gonna have it at the same location when it comes back. But it's just something that like I super duper enjoy. But like I said, I just don't have the space for it right now. So I would love to eventually have like my own room that I can just sew in.
That's incredible.
Like, it takes like a lot of space.
No kidding. How long have you always been able to sew?
So I started sewing when I was really young. My grandmother taught me. She basically, we had like this little like doll, and it came with like a kit with patterns for clothes. And basically she taught me how to sew a straight line, and I just went with it. And then I learned everything through like YouTube or anything else I can sort of like experiment, like get my hands on, and I just kind of went with it. So like I would pick stuff up, and I would just be like, yeah, this is what I'm doing today. So like, and I would just learn how to do it. Like that Rosalina dress, I had never made a dress like that before. Like I had never made like a big dress.
That was
ambitious. My first attempt.
Yeah.
It was my first attempt.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
And I think it came out pretty good.
Incredibly well. Like it's perfect. It's perfect. You did an amazing job. What was this cosplay?
Which one?
This one.
That was Mimic You, just without the headpiece on. I just had my contacts in.
Yes, I love the contacts. Is there another Mimic You? Oh, that's this one. This one, right? Sorry, you're on a delay. But
yeah, that one, yeah.
That's so cool. And so you created this as well. You sewed this.
Yep, that's all handmade as well. So like the tail and everything is all made. That's all hand done. Like I drew the face on it and everything. Like that one surprisingly only took a couple, probably like hours of work. There was probably like 20 hours of work, whereas like Rosalina that was a lot. Yeah. That was probably like 3 days work time.
Of work,
so like 72 hours probably total on making that one. The petticoat was the biggest issue, and you don't even see it. It's what makes the dress like go poof.
Go poofy. It's this. Yeah, the part that's over top of you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Petticoat.
so it's like it's like the part underneath. So it's just like a massive skirt that's just all tulle. Like that's like it's like that weird material. I don't know if you know what tulle is. It's like yeah, it's all that but bunched up and layered on top of each other.
That's crazy.
It's like hundreds of yards. It took me forever to make. Could I have bought one? Yes. Was I wanting to learn how to make one? Yes, so I made one.
I think that's an amazing way to go out about cosplaying is trying to do it yourself as much as possible. I think it's a big part of the experience. That's really cool. Yeah, really cool.
Another one that I have to post that I haven't yet, it's on my list of things to do, is I just recently, for a sub goal, we had a cosplay challenge, and I finally like made my first cosplay after like two years of not making one. I made Joy from Inside Out.
Did you? So, do you have any pictures or the costume or anything?
I don't right now. I still need to. It's because it happened like a day before I was going away. Yeah. Like on a trip. Yeah. So I don't have any yet, but the goal is to make some TikToks with it and to use like some of her voice lines as well. And so I gotta like re-get that one out. But like it's like the bright yellow dress. It has like all the stars on it. Ooh. I'm really proud of it. It came out really well.
I'm really excited.
I was nervous making that one.
Do you have what is your dream cosplay to do?
So the one that would probably take me the longest, and I probably will never do it because I would be worried about screwing it up, would be to do an Ember cosplay, because I feel like doing all that armor work would be really difficult, but also really fun.
Sure. So much fun.
But it would be super difficult, and I don't know if I would ever be able to like actually like accomplish it.
I mean, you do have the expertise of our friend Disfusional. She probably would be like, here's some tips. I would love to see you attempt it. I mean, you're an incredible sewer. The rest is just glue, right? It's gotta be.
I mean, it's like foam work, so like
it is. I mean, the foam is challenging because you have to cut it and shape it and mold it, etc. That's a lot.
It's also expensive too. It would be like a big project that would cost me a lot. Like fabric alone, like I can get away with. Like I can splurge and like look for sales and get some pretty cheap fabric that way. Yeah. The foam is what costs the most money. Like I have the tools to work with it. It's just the cost of foam.
Truly, yeah.
It's going down, which is good, but it's just really expensive. Like I have the Dremel, I have the heat gun, like I have like all of the tools for it. It's just I don't have the space. Time is also another big factor as well. And then just being able to actually draw out the plans and go for it is always just terrifying, because if you mess up, you're just like, well, that's unusable now. It just becomes really sad.
It's true. It's a scary thing to. You should. I mean, I recommend making your chat pay for it. Do a dono goal, and if they hit it, then you have to do it. But if they don't, well, then you're scot-free. Put it all on them.
I mean, like, I want to do TennoCon, like, but I don't know if my first year going, if I want to cosplay, but maybe the second year.
Yeah, maybe that's possibly fair. The first year, you might want everybody to know who you are, because apparently I met
around, be like, no one knows.
Right, exactly. But yeah, no one would know. Apparently I met Disfusional in 2019. I took a picture with her at TennoCon, and I never knew it was her until 2 years later when we interviewed her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that was me." I'm like, "I have a picture with you."
Like I didn't know.
Yeah, and so nobody would know it was Sharlazard that they were hugging until later, and then be like, "Oh dang!" And then you would do a big reveal, and everybody would be like, "Oh my god, it's her!" It'd be, your blue hair emerges, and then it's timeless.
I would definitely probably walk around without the helmet though, because like
it was gonna be hot.
I've never done the only cosplay I've ever done that was like covering my face was the worst, and like I barely had it up. Yeah, like, and it was for Sheik from Hyrule Warriors, so I had like the mask like up to like my eyes. Yeah, so difficult to breathe in.
Yeah, I mean we all are trained in mask to breathe. That's a lot of fabric. Yeah, Yeah.
It was
I
a
can
lot.
only
Like, it wasn't
imagine.
like the breathable mask we wear now. It was like a lot of fabric, and it was really hot.
It's
Because
not
not
at all.
only did I have like armor all over me, like I also had that covering my face. So I was carrying around weight
Mhm.
and not
Mhm.
being able to breathe, and I was like, I need to just not.
This is
So it
too
was just
much.
up for pictures, down the rest of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that makes sense. I respect cosplayers. That's heavy, sweaty, and barely breathable. It's
Oh my god,
commitment.
you have no idea about sweat though. The most satisfying thing is after a day of walking around the con,
Yeah.
just taking all of the armor off and everything and jumping in the shower. Like makeup
my
just
God.
rolls down my face. I'm just like, I feel so much better.
Oh Lord. I can only imagine. So, we've talked about a lot of the things that make you you. We've talked about your talents, some of your favorite things. Are there any hobbies or things that we haven't hit on yet that are things that you really are passionate about?
Oh god. I mean, like, I know a lot of people know this, but like I love like all of our cats that are in our house. Like I have a copious amount of cats.
Do you
Like
Are you as I am obsessed with cats, like obsessed. We just got a third one and I can't stop. Are you as obsessed with the kitties?
I am.
Are
We
you?
can't
Yeah.
literally have any more cats in the house because of all the cats we have.
Yeah.
But we will take in like foster cats, and every time we take in a foster cat, even if we think it's a male, it ends up being a female and pregnant. Every time.
But
We've
that's
had kittens in the past.
babies!
We've had kittens in the past house, or in the house the past like year and a half, like
Yeah.
3 times.
Oh god.
We've had 3 litters in the past like year and a half.
That's so you just keep on collecting pregnant cats.
Yeah, and then like we give them all like homes, and it's like the most satisfying thing is like being able to find like a cat like it's forever home.
Yeah.
Because like we take we feed the outdoor cats, and by feeding the outdoor cats we also feed the possums and the skunks as well, but we're feeding the cats too.
Yeah.
But also the skunks.
But also yeah, well I mean they're basically a cat. If you watch, what was that cartoon as a child where the skunk chased the cat and he was a Pepe Le Pew? See,
Yes, that was Looney Tunes, wasn't it?
Yeah, Looney Tunes taught us that skunks are cats. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Just a few changes and it's fine.
Yeah, it's just a stripe. That's it. Easy. That's so cute.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of cats. We've had like 3 litters of kittens like in the past like year and a half, and like rehoming them. So we've had Lucy and her litter, and then we took a cat from like a home that just had too many animals. I don't think we named her. And then we have Mitzi, and Mitzi had like another 3 kittens. So we've had a lot of cats, and we've somehow managed as like a household being able to re-gift, like rehome like a bunch of kittens.
That's
we still haven't run out of people to give cats to.
Good.
I like to think it's a hidden talent.
Yeah, I think so. Cat redistribution. You should name your household that. Make it a business. Slap it on the wall. I like it. So there was a question in chat, and it was less of a question and more of a request. And the request was, I need to see everything behind you, especially that Pikachu.
Oh god, yeah, the Pikachu's massive. So my mother-in-law, she always loves to get me presents, but I don't like to ask for anything.
Right.
And she was like, I don't know what to get you. And so I got this massive box for my birthday. And in it was the giant, massive Pikachu.
Oh my god, it's huge.
You don't understand, like,
stuffed or
how
plastic?
That's a pop figure, but big. So, and I don't think people understand like how big it is.
Compare it to your body.
It's way back here.
Oh my
god!
god!
It's
oh my god!
big.
It gets bigger. Like it comes at you, and it's bigger than you expect. Oh lord!
So it's massive. People, I don't think realize like how big this is, but like it's
double your head. Like that's 2 Char heads.
It's like bigger than me.
It's the size of your torso, if not more.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge.
It just kind of chills, but yeah, it's plastic, so it's just, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but yeah, it's plastic.
Is it hollow inside? Like, can you knock on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hollow. I hope it's hollow.
That's
Hope so. I hope there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
Nothing
well,
shakes around.
you could cut a hole in its head and start filling it up with money, because once you fill that thing up with money, you are wealthy. That's for sure.
Yeah, so that's one of the big things. So like I have like my cat tree, which is for Artie that sometimes comes and chills. Like
Aww.
I've got wipe up boards, I have art on my wall, like all my makeup and stuff is over here.
This is why you can't
Like,
do cosplay, because of that freaking Pikachu. That's it. That's the reason. Your
But I have
mother-in-law.
like I have a Uniducky up there.
There's a Uniducky. Obviously, that's the best one. I love him. He's
Mhm.
adorable.
And so I have all of my Pokemon. They're like themed ones, so like all the Pokemon are like in costumes.
Oh my
so,
god.
like-
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like they're in like this is like a Halloween costume. This is our newest one, so like I'm proud of this one.
So cute.
But like the ones up there are like wearing jackets and
Yeah.
like Halloween stuff,
Yeah.
Christmas stuff. So they're always dressed to impress. So like Pikachu's all fancy. He has his nice little jacket on.
Aw, he's all ready to go out on a dinner date.
Yeah, he's all he's got his top hat and everything.
Adam would like to see you cosplay as the Funko Pop Pikachu.
It's like the Pikachu.
All
Just
should
a
have.
massive head.
Yeah, like you could cut off its body and just put the head on your head, and it would be fine. Like you would be done.
Yes.
Wear something
I
yellow.
probably could.
Yeah, you just can't destroy that preciousness. But still, in a pinch, and just in case you need to rob a bank as Pikachu, you have the
Yeah.
ready to go costume. It's ready to go.
Yeah, I've got the whole mask, so
Yeah.
like it's fine.
Yeah, perfect. It's perfect.
But yeah, that's kind of like the origin of the stuff. It's kind of like gifts people give to me, and then I kind of just add it to the background. So like
It's amazing. You have a perfect setup
Yeah.
for that. Perfect.
yeah, so I just like there's random like there's no organization to these things. Like this is like a cat, but it's like my mood cat. So if I'm grumpy, I can be that, but if I'm happy, I can be this.
Oh, it's
It's
and it tells people how
Yeah.
you feel in that day.
Yeah. So it's just reversible. I have a lot of those. I also have like the don't ask me why. Like I said, I'm the worst person to get gifts for, so someone got me 3 octopus that do the same thing.
That flip it out. It's
Yeah.
moodipus. That's what
Yeah.
that is. That's amazing.
So I have just 3 of them now because people don't know what to get me because I'm bad at
apparently
gifts.
lots of octopus is what is necessary. I have
apparently.
I have a surprise guest here for you that has something to say. So I'm just going to step aside for a quick sec. I'll be back though. It's a fast surprise guest.
Fast surprise guest. I'm nervous. Is it Doc? It is Doc. Doc, you blend in with the background.
Happy birthday to
God.
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear catlover69@hotmail.com. Happy birthday. Oh no, you changed it, didn't you? To Shar. I love cats butthole 69420.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday to you.
Hi, Doc.
Why the green screen wrapping was necessary would be beyond me forever, but I couldn't think of a better rendition of Happy Birthday.
It was great.
Good. Yeah, he just
10 out of 10.
he appeared beside me wrapped in green screen, and I'm like, it's guest time. I don't know what's gonna happen. That was the
I
best
honestly
one.
thought he was wearing like a green like sweatshirt that just matched. That's
yeah,
how it looked
just
on the
like
camera.
super chonky green. No, that was it. Full on wrappage. He discovered that he could pull down his green screen now that he doesn't use it and do different things with it. So yesterday I got like green screen like shoved into my mouth, and today you get a happy birthday message of love and hope from the green. It's nice.
Have you considered?
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Get a green morph suit and get rid of the green screen and just put up like a background
Yeah.
and then green screen in things on you.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an incredible idea. I mean, I would have to get it for Doc. We need like tight spandex green suit for Doc.
Yeah.
That'll be our next donation goal. See what happens.
And then you can just green screen like weird backgrounds on Doc and dress him up in pretty much whatever you want.
That's an incredible idea. Every costume becomes an option. Every costume.
Exactly. So like you could just find a video of like, I don't know, something creepy like a man eating corn, and then just copy that a million times and put it as the background, and it would just be a million like tiny little pictures of like men eating corn.
Yeah. Yes. I need this. Oh, I need this. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And the things we could do to a space area. Oh, it's gonna be, I need this. This is a goal. This is a goal of my future.
There you go. Or you could get like, hear me out again.
Okay.
You could do the skin tight one, or you could do the like blow up ones that are like the big like sumo wrestler ones that are like the solid color.
We could do more.
They're like
with
the
that.
ones that have. Yeah, you would have more space to work with.
Exactly. So many things we could do to that sumo Doc body. So many things. Okay, we are narrowing down on the questions that we have planned for Shar. So if there's anybody in chat who has a few, feel free to drop them now, because I'm gonna start asking you the final ones. The first one that I have before the end is, one of the most embarrassing things that's happened to you as a content creator, and how did you recover? That's
so probably the most embarrassing one, and I will probably never recover from it because it got turned into a walk-on sound. And I don't want them to feel ashamed for it, but they're time travelers, so they're probably asleep right now, so they won't know.
Good.
I got raided with about 80 people. I was playing DBD. This happened recently.
Yeah.
And I was like hyper focused, and I was trying to introduce myself, but I was playing killer. And there's this thing where you can get like pallet stunned and you drop the survivor. I was carrying a survivor and I made a mistake and I ran through the pallet and they pallet stunned me. But I was in the middle of saying my spiel. Like I was like, "Hi, I'm Sharlazard. I'm a Warframe content creator." But when the mistake happened that I made, it happened when I was going to say Warframe content creator. So I said, "Hi, I'm Sharlazard and I'm a mistake." And they clipped it. And now it's a walk-on sound. So every time they come into stream, it's just like, "Hi, my name is Sharlazard and I'm a mistake."
Sorry, it's so funny. Oh no.
No, it's great.
It just mouth-worded out of you. It didn't. Oh no.
In front of 80 people that got rated to my channel. Might have been new humans, introductions.
Welcome.
And I was like, welcome to my stream.
Oh no. Oh jeez Louise. That's a good one. That's a precious one.
So like, am I embarrassed by it? Yes, but do I wear it with pride? Absolutely.
You do. That's what you have to. You know you've made it as a content creator if you're like, I'm gonna own this forever. This is my life now. I'm a mistake.
This is it.
That's so good. That's so entertaining. What a good story.
It's great.
Sorry. I like choked on my spit a little when I experienced that moment. That was so good.
It's a good clip. It's like in my Discord. I'll try to find it.
Please, yes. I need to play this. I need to see it.
It's hilarious, but I thoroughly enjoy that clip.
Yeah, I would watch that on repeat. Absolutely. My next question is, what advice would you give to anybody who's trying to get into this field, but specifically if it applies to women or girls who are hoping for a future in streaming?
So basically anybody who like wants to do it, like go in with like high standards for yourself. Like don't, like, I feel like a lot of smaller streamers want those numbers and they want people who are coming to like their stream even if they may be bugging them. Specifically, I feel like people of color, women, LGBTQ, IA members as well, like they sometimes, like, there are trolls that try to like troll but not really troll, and if you get like a bad vibe from them or they're bugging another part of your community, like it is just so much easier to just cut them out. Like don't let them like troll or bug you in any way. If they make you uncomfortable, there is a possibility that they're making someone else in chat uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And like if you're keeping that one person around that makes everybody else uncomfortable,
Yep.
yeah, you're keeping that one person around, but you're maybe losing 5, 10, 15, 20, hundreds other people.
Yeah.
It's like you have to like stand your ground. If you're uncomfortable, the numbers aren't as important as making you feel safe.
Yeah.
Especially when we are on the internet and like the chances of like information, especially like with all the Twitch stuff, like getting like out and stuff like that, like it's dangerous to keep somebody around who maybe have tendencies to like make other people super uncomfortable. Like uncomfortable can be like uncomfortable, but then there's like an uncomfortable.
Yeah. I really agree, because it's difficult as a streamer, especially when you're starting out, to ban anybody from your channel, especially somebody who's established in your community. But it happens. Like, even established members will begin, you know, and sometimes it happens where you're like, ooh, this is uncomfortable, but it's so challenging to do that. What is your strategy in those moments? Is it like a straight out ban? Do you chat with them behind the scenes? How do you go about it?
I like to use like my resources. Like I try to tell them like kindly in chat, like I'm like, hey, we don't do that here. Like I understand.
Yeah.
And if they keep doing it, it becomes like a ban. They can always request an unban request. And if it's reasonable and they want to have a conversation about it, we can have that conversation. Maybe they were just uneducated and we can educate them and hopefully make them like a better Twitch viewer and hopefully better human as well.
Yeah.
And which is a great learning experience for like confrontation as well. But if they're just being trolly and they come back with aggression just because they made you uncomfortable is not okay. That means like they're not there for you. They're there because
that's what they get out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that too. Like when somebody will chat or fight with my mods about an unban request, so I'm like, well, that's just no. You haven't listened. You haven't heard the point of why you were banned in the first place. So like, get out of here, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's like it can be really hard, especially if you're like averaging like 3-4 viewers to ban somebody.
Yeah.
But think of it this way: if they think like they're entitled to like that time. And to like all of that stuff, it's hard. It can be really hard. Like I know, like I've been put in that situation a few times where I'm like, no, it's okay, but then I really had to like take a step back and like realize, like I was like, oh no, they just no,
that's just
they
a
just
hard no. Yeah. And if you're ever unsure, you can always use Adam's definition of the difference. There's my underpants are in my butt crack uncomfortable, and then there's you're probably not allowed near schools uncomfortable, and that's a good that's a good difference to know. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing. That's a pretty good accurate statement.
Yeah, that's the difference. Leanda says no one is entitled to your emotional labor. It's a hard lesson you have to learn the hard way. It is. It truly is. So what is the most sensible advice that somebody has ever given you in your life, not just in streaming, but in your life?
Probably my husband in like a recent conversation. It was, if you really, which is what we talked about before, it was if you really want something, like you're gonna work really hard for it. Like you're gonna like do the parts that like make you uncomfortable. Like he put it in perspective of his job. Like he doesn't like running, hates running. And he's like, but I do it. And I run for miles. And he's like, so your situation is a little different than that because, like, you don't have to do any, like, physical, like, labor. But you have to do a lot of mental stuff and, like, analysis of, like, your stream and your content. And, yes, do I want to sit and watch my stream VOD for 6 hours to look for clips and edit all that stuff? No, it takes a lot of work and effort. Would I rather be playing New World? Absolutely. But am I gonna do that stuff to make content? Like, yes, because it's something that I enjoy. I like seeing the end product. Do I like all the work beforehand that goes into it? No. But
it's worth it.
Exactly. It's worth it in the long end game.
So the advice is, even though it sucks, do it for your benefit, essentially.
Exactly. Like, you know it's gonna help you.
Yeah.
And you know that it's gonna be worth it in the end. So like, just do it.
Yeah. I love that.
And like, get through the tough hurdle, and then the end line is gonna feel so good that you finished it, that you did it. Like, it's gonna be worth it.
It truly will. It will. Shar, this has been such a treat. Such a treat. Is there anything that you've been wanting to say that you haven't had a chance? If I missed something, anything. And if you guys have any questions in chat, please feel free to ask them. She's not leaving right now, but it's nearing the time. So if you guys have anything,
It is nearing the time.
do the thing.
But no, I think I've said pretty much everything. I like to talk, so like,
I love it.
It's hard to find me without words.
I think that you have had an amazing career, and it's really truly just getting started. You're on an amazing trajectory. When do you stream again? Tell us what's coming up for the month of October. What can we expect in a Sharlazard stream?
Well, I'm gonna be on the Warframe stream again though, which is super exciting.
When are you gonna be on?
The 26th, I believe, is the date.
And so your channel will have drops that week, correct?
I've seen others with it, so I would assume possibly yes.
Yes, it should. You'll have more birthdays, of course. Warframe. And do you have any October festivities planned?
Oh, October. I always like to do something for Halloween, but I haven't really like thought out any ideas yet. So I'm hoping maybe I can think of something. But I also don't know what my family has planned. I know that my family has we do like a Halloween party every year, and we have a theme this year when it's Disney villains. So I gotta get that costume coming together.
That's brilliant. Who are you gonna be? Can you tell us? Is it a secret?
I think I've decided I'm gonna possibly be the evil queen from Snow White. So I'm hoping that's the one I can get together.
She's a good
one.
But
I gotta find either the materials to make it or the money to buy it.
Yeah.
And the website that can send it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is a challenge. That is. But she's a good costume.
Yeah, well, my family like doesn't want to duplicate, so like all of them have been kind of taken, so I'm running out of options. But I was like, it was between her or Mother Gothel from Tangled. So I like Mother Gothel.
Oh, she's so great. Her costume's a little easier. It's just like a black dress. It's pretty generic.
Yeah, it would be the wig that's something like
the
that would be crazy because it's like the super long
hair
curls.
Yeah, she's got lots of hair. One more question from Wayne Weasel. What is your favorite Warframe question? A Warframe weapon. Oh my god, it's not a question.
So primary, I use the Assaulter a lot and the Phantasma, and I just made a really good Tenet Flux rifle ribbon that I really like. I put like 15 rolls into it, finally get the roll I wanted, which is exciting. Secondaries, I use the Kuva Nucor a lot. That's like my go-to. And then melees, I'm between the Reaper or the Orthos Prime.
Ooh, regular Reaper or Reaper Prime or Etho Reaper?
Reaper Prime.
Yeah, so good. Such a sexy weapon. Shar, thank you so much for your time. I feel privileged to have known you for as long as I have. I'm so glad that our communities are connected. It brings me great joy. And I look forward to seeing all the incredible things that you're going to accomplish, because I know that there's great things in your future. So I really appreciate your time and coming on the channel and engaging us and chatting with us and sharing all of your secrets. So thank you.
It was really fun. I was really nervous, but it was fun. And then I get to indulge in food.
Exactly.
I also gave you the clip if you wanted the clip.
Did you? Where is it? Is it in Discord somewhere? Guys, everybody.
It's in our chat right now.
Oh wait, in our chat?
Yeah,
oh, sweet. Can I wonder if I can like play it over top of you.
Maybe.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm opening it. We're gonna find it. Oh no, I can't. Oh, I can't. Oh, but I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it as soon as we get off. As soon as I go to my next scene, I'm gonna play it. So you guys be prepared. There's more coming in a minute here. Shar, thank you so much. You're incredible. You're incredible. I've loved chatting with you. Oh no, I've frozen you. Have I froze? I have frozen you. Oh, there, I've got you back.
Me.
I unfroze. I'm magic. I will see you super soon, and there's a clip to come, so we're gonna be right back with more Sharlazard. Shar, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Soon. Talk to you
Have
later.
a good rest of the stream.
Bye. Mwah.